So there's a little bit of delay as this raucous crowd here at Alumni Gym has left their seats for various reasons. Probably the concession stand, because the concession stand food is good around here. Mike Hutz to serve to start this next game. Now it's to Kehoe. Over to Schoenfeld. That goes off the Raptors. Becker tries to take that one out. Becker's hand was going one direction. His feet were going the other direction. It was like a jetliner was flying and kind of crashing. That's about the best way I can describe that. Side out, point Ohio State. Back to serve is Mike Stefani. Hutz over to Diwali, and Diwali will get the kill. Side out, point for the Ramblers. Bunting back to serve. We're just getting things kicked off here in game number 2, or game number 3, as Kehoe will set it up for Klanick. Bunting digs that one out. Hutz to Bursins. Bursins will hit it out of play. It's a point for the Buckeyes. Side out. Buckeyes up 2-1. Back to serve, Kevin Heine. And Heine will serve that one a little too long. Side out, point Ramblers. Morisi to do the honors. Morisi, 6'4" sophomore from Wyoming, Pennsylvania. And he gets that one off the top of the net, but gets it over. It's over for Klanick. Klanick gets the kill.
Buckeyes.
Side out, point for the Buckeyes. It's a continuation of the second game, just back and forth we go. Hutz setting it up for the 6'11" Adler, dug out by Hawk. Now Kehoe back for Klanick. Klanick gets it off of Hutz's fingertips. Bunting was chasing after it, couldn't catch up to it. And the Buckeyes now lead by 2, 4-2. Schoenfeld back to serve. He's from the Chicago area. Went to school at Glenbrook North High School. From Northbrook. As Dominic Diwali gets the ball out of play. Bumped into the line judge. And Schoenfeld will serve again. Becker with a dig. Hutz will set it up. Back for Diwali. Off the fingertips of a Buckeye. And Dominic Diwali gets credit for the point. He'll go back to serve. It's 5-3 now. Diwali, the southpaw, with a low liner over the net. Kehoe to Schoenfeld. Off of Bunting's fingertips. Bunting with an awkward position to try to play that ball. Kind of had his hands in front of his face as opposed to trying to push the ball up where we have a better chance to making a play. And it's a point for Ohio State. 3-point advantage early in this third set. Hutz back for Diwali. Diwali off the hands of Hawk. Klanick sets it up for Stefani. Goes off of a Rambler and out of play. Point for the Buckeyes, who are up by 4. Buckeyes drop the first 2 sets here in this game, just in case you're just joining us on here on LoyolaRamblers.com. Klanick still on serve. Burzins pokes that one over. Kehoe to Overman. Overman gets the kill, and just like that, head coach Shane Davis is going to call a timeout for the Loyola Ramblers. Grayson Overman, by the way, is the top hitter for the Buckeyes with a .477 attack percentage. And hit .375 last week at Ball State with 4 kills and 1 error in 8 attempts. As we take a look at some of the statistics, Mike Hutz with 30 assists and 12 digs here in this game. Diwali with 14 kills for the Ramblers. And the attack percentage by set. The Ohio State Ramblers 12.8% in the first half, 32.5% in the second, 85.7%. That number jumped up quite a bit here in the third set. For the Ramblers, first set of 27-3, second set 30.6%. But we've got two very, very talented teams here today. And we got John Klanick back to serve for the Buckeyes. Berzins, Hutz, Bunting, and Bunting will get the kill. Count a point for Loyola, and Chris Berzins will go back to serve. Berzins gets that one over. Now it's over to Stefani, blocked to the net. Hawk, Kehoe. Schoenfeldt off the hands of Berzins. Berzins getting down, though, and digging for the ball. Side Berzins earned himself some Offensive Player of the Week honors. And Player of the Week honors for the Loyola Ramblers. National Player of the Week on February 1st was Chris Berzins. As the Buckeyes serve, Hutz will set it up for Adler. Dug out of there by Overman. Now it's over for Stefani. That's going to go back into the bleachers. Comes off a Rambler, though, and out of play. Dan Lees makes his first appearance in the ballgame for Loyola, the 6'7" redshirt junior from Brookfield, Wisconsin, just outside of Milwaukee. Becker will dig that one out. Now it's the Hutz, back to Berzins. That was going out of play, but Klanick thought he was going to try to make a play on the ball. And that's out of play. It's 10-5, Ohio State leading. Lees to serve. Kehoe sets it up for Heine. Now Hutz to Bunting. Back to Ohio State. Stefani gets that one blocked to the net. Hutz has to save it. Now to Berzins. Over to Diwali. Gets that one down in a very, very little bit of space. The kill was a little bit harder than the block. Heine and Stefani up at the net to try to block that one away for Ohio State. Nothing doing there. Lee still undisturbed. Now it's Stefani, almost blocked to the net. Bunting. Now it's to Berzins. Ohio State Kehoe to Stefani. Dug out by Bunting. Over to Hutz. To Berzins, and Berzins with the fingertips dug out by Hawk. Now it's to Stefani. And it's deflected off of a Rambler. Give the point to Stefani. They are up by 5 now, 11-6. As we have a stoppage of play to clean up a little bit. It's a little warm in Alumni Gym with all the body heat being generated by all the fans. Including the fans right directly above my head enjoying this volleyball action. Stephen Kehoe serving. Kehoe gets that one over. It's Hutz to Morisi. Kehoe to Stefani. That's blocked but out of play. Hutz and Morisi trying to go out for it, but they ran out of real estate. Point for the Buckeyes to extend their lead 12-6. Kehoe serves that one just out of play. So Mike Cutts will go back to serve. Cutts, the 6'3" redshirt junior from Whitefish Bay, Wisconsin. With the Ramblers down by 5 here in set number 3. And then Heine will get the kill for the Buckeyes.
Mike Stefani to serve.
Buckeyes have won the last 6 matches between these two teams. But they're down 2-0 in this one. Now it's Marisi. Over to Heine, and Heine will get the kill. And a timeout call by the Ramblers as they are down by 7, 14-7. Shane Davis doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to call the timeout. Shane Davis is a Loyola graduate, played for the Ramblers. Now he's back to coach his alma mater. He's won 26-49 over 6 seasons. And actually his assistant coach, Matt Martin, graduate from Ohio State University. Last season, the Ramblers went 17-10, including an 11-2 mark here at the Alumni Gym. 6-8 on the road, and finished 5-5 to finish 4th in the MIVA. Made it to the MIV semifinals before bowing out, as they will pretty much let anybody into Alumni Gym, as we've got a big stuffed monkey in the front row in the student section today. Ladies, gentlemen, children, and monkeys enjoying volleyball action here today. Not real monkeys, but monkeys. Ohio State to serve. Mike Stefani to serve it away. Hutz. DeWally. DeWally hits it out of play. Actually, it got deflected off of an Ohio State Buckeye, so count the point for the Ramblers. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Barely touches it for about 2 seconds. Bunting to serve. Kehoe to Heine. Heine has been the, I guess with as many kills as he's had in today's match, you can call him the Grim Reaper. It's won every game, and Heine is the that for the Buckeyes here in this game. Now Berzins has it, gets a kill of his own, and that'll end up in the upper deck here in Alumni Gym. It's like I was saying in between games, you just see the power that these guys have when they hit the volleyball. It's crazy. Play this in the Gentile Center, it might end up in the 35th row, as the Ramblers trying to dig that one out. Hutz kind of had an awkward position to play that ball. Then the point for the Buckeyes, leading 16-9. Now Hutz over to DeWally, off of Kehoe's hands. Schoenfeld will keep that in. Now it's over to Berzins, blocked at the net by Kehoe. And it's a point for the Buckeyes. Schoenfeld serves that one into the net. Side out, point for the Ramblers. It's 17-10. Dominic DeWally back to serve. For the Ramblers, serves that one into the nets. So give the point to the Buckeyes. John Klanick will do the honors of serving. Klanick will serve that one into the nets. Feeling a little bit of deja vu here. There was a point in the middle of the second game where the team started trading off serves into the net. This one's no different. Berzins to serve. Nice hard serve by Chris Berzins. Kehoe tries to finesse it behind the back over the net. Loyola recovers. Bunting to Becker. Back to Bunting, looking to kill it. Blocked to the net. Becker sets it up for Hutz. Over to Diwali. The opposite hitter tries to get that one down. No good. And then Stefani will hit that one into the net. Points for the Ramblers. They are now only down by 6. And believe it or not, the margin that Ohio State had up until this point was the largest margin that either team has had in any of the sets here in this game. Berzins serving still. Now it's to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld will hit that one out of bounds. Point for the Ramblers. Ramblers trying to claw their way back into this one. Somebody in the crowd asked what a Rambler was. It's a wolf, and wolves have claws, and they're trying to dig their way back into it. This sellout crowd enjoying some exciting volleyball actions as Berzin serves again. Now it's Schoenfeld showing some power of his own. Gets the kill for the Buckeyes. Schoenfeld averages over 5 points a game in the MIVA. That's good for 4th in the MIVA behind his teammate Sean Sangri, who averages 5.36 points per game. Loyola's Mike Bunting averages 6.43 points per game. Diwali comes in at 4.67. Klanick of Ohio State in at 4.65 as Berzins tries to get the kill, dug out by the Buckeyes. Now it's to Stefani. Stefani with the kill. Ramblers hit it out of bounds. And it's Overman back to serve. Overman serves that a little bit long. Ramblers with the points. 20-14, Ohio State on top. Pass blocked to the net by Mike Hutz. Good block by Mike Hutz. Hutz definitely not the tallest player on the floor at 6'3", but let me tell you, he's got some hops to get up there and get the blocks. Actually, the tallest player on the floor is Adler, and he's serving right now for the Ramblers. Well, he was, but it's a side out to the Buckeyes. As Stephen Kehoe goes back to serve for Ohio State. 21-15 now, Ohio State on top. Here at Alumni Gym. Kehoe. Berzins. Hutz. Bunting. Bunting gets the deflection off of Schoenfeld. And it's a point for the Ramblers. Hutz back to serve. Now Kehoe. Over to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld hits that one down the line. Side out and point for the Buckeyes. Then I'll send Mike Stefani back to serve. Ohio State fans liking what they see here in this third set after the Buckeyes drop the first two. Stefani serves that one in the net, though. Point for the Ramblers. Mike Bunting back to serve. 22-17. It's over to Klanick, and Klanick gets that one down, but Berzins with the dig. Diwali has to push it over. Over to Kehoe, to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld gets that one, but hits it out of bounds. Point for the Ramblers. They're only down by 4 now. Bunting still on serve. (22-18) now. And we're ready to play. As Burzins will get the kill for the Ramblers. Loyola climbing back into this one, and just like that, the head coach of Ohio State, Pete Hansen, will call a timeout.
Ramblers would like to wish a happy birthday to Lexi Murray. Happy birthday.
In the MIVA, Ohio State leads in hitting percentage, 347. Loyola checks in at number 2 with 301. Ohio State 4th in kills at 15 per game. Loyola leads in that department with an average of 16.43 kills per game. And also the Ramblers tops in assists per game with 16. Ohio State 4th in that category with 14. Ohio State leads in aces, though, with 2.17. Loyola second, 1.57. Loyola leads in blocks with 3.5 per game. Just over 3 for the Buckeyes. And then Ohio State has 9.75 digs per game. Loyola, 10.29. Loyola 5th, Ohio State 6th, respectively, in the MIVA. Bunting still on serve for the Ramblers. And Kehoe over to Klanick. That is blocked and poked down by Marisi. Klanick gets it over. Hutz sets it up. Dewale. Blocked by the Buckeyes, but it travels behind them. They've got to get it back over the net. Becker to Hutz. Cross for Burzins. Burzins off the hands of Stefani. Gets the screamer off Mike Stefani's hands. Point Ramblers are only down by 2. They were down by 8 at one point. Don't call a comeback. Well, not quite yet, as Bunting will serve that one into the net. As Jason Tompkin comes back into the game for Ohio State, the 6'7" redshirt junior from Fairfield, Ohio, to do the honors. And he'll get the service ace. Awkwardly comes off the hands of Tommy Becker. The 6-foot sophomore libero from Manhattan Beach, California. Tompkin to serve again. Now it's Mike Marisi getting the kill for the Ramblers. George Camberos will come into the game for Marisi, and then Kevin Heine returns for Ohio State. Camberos back to serve. Ohio State in first place in the MIVA. They were picked to finish there over Ball State, as Camberos will serve that one in the net. As Schoenfeld back to serve for Ohio State. Now it's Bunting off the hands of Hawk over to Klanick. And Loyola runs out of real estate to make a play on the ball. They just let that one drop, and the Buckeyes get the point. They're up by 5, 26-21. Ted Schoenfeld is serving. He's played in 8 matches this season with 4 starts, averaging 3.39 points, 3 kills, and 1.64 digs per game. recorded season highs of 20 points at 15 kills against Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne, but he'll hit that one into the net, commit the error, and it will be a point for the Ramblers as side outs. Don't count out the Ramblers yet. Teddy Adamczyk comes back in. He's going to go back to serve for the Ramblers. 26-22. Loyola on top. Kehoe over to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld gets the kill there. It's the side out, and Klanik will serve. Diwali will return to the Ramblers lineup, replacing Adamczyk. Now Hutz over for Diwali, but that's blocked at the net by Mike Stefani. Grayson Overman gets in on the action too. As a sub will come into the game for Ohio State, Sean Sengri. Replaces Kehoe. Sangri, who leads the Buckeyes in points and kills per game, will be serving. And serves that one out of bounds. And Kehoe will come back in. Chris Berzins to serve. Berzins gets the low liner, but it's dug out by Hawk. Over to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld just hits it past the end line. Out of play, point Ramblers. Ramblers not going away without a fight. 28-24, they trail. Berzins still on serve. Gets another low liner. Kehoe digs that one out. Stefani has to poke it over. Becker digs. Hutz, bunting, and that goes off of an Ohio State player. That was Stephen Kehoe with the deflection. And just like that, Ohio State calls the timeout. 28-25. They lead, but head coach Pete Hansen wants to talk things over. So let's get about Sean Sangri. He leads Ohio State points 4.5 and kills at 3.62 per game. He's played 10 matches and it started 7. But has been coming off the bench here in this third set for Ohio State. .46 assists in the game for Stephen Kehoe of Ohio State, including 9 digs. Anthony Hawk with 13 digs for the Buckeyes. 16 kills for John Klanik, 15 for Ted Schoenfeld, who's seen significant action in the last 2 games for the Buckeyes. And then for the Ramblers, 14 digs for Mike Hutz, 13 assists for Hutz, 16 kills for Dominic Diwali, 13 for Mike Bunting, 11 for Chris Berzins. And after the timeout, Chris Berzins serving for Loyola. Berzins gets that one over Hawk with the dig. Now to Kehoe, over to Stefani. Stefani tries to get the kill. He does so. Point for the Buckeyes. It's set point. Grayson Overman will serve. He actually will not be serving because Derek Keys will be serving to try to get this third set for the Buckeyes. Becker, Hutz, Bunting. Bunting gets the kill and keeps the Ramblers alive here in this third set. They actually trail by 3 here. Mike Marisi comes in for Camberos. And then Grayson Overman comes in. Set point for the Buckeyes. Adler will serve for the Ramblers. Kehoe. Stefani with the kill. And game 3 goes to the Buckeyes by a score of 30-26. The Ramblers still lead 2-1. It's like I was telling everybody, you know, this one, don't expect a 3-game sweep for the Ramblers here today. Ohio State's fought back and has taken the third game rather. We're going to go to the fourth game. And this crowd enjoying all the action. But we've got basketball later on tonight. UIC, Loyola.